Hi guys, today I'm just gonna, as a project manager, I'm just gonna go through what some people should be using and some people what you shouldn't be using and stuff like that. I'm gonna do this as a series of videos just because as a project manager we kind of go through, how can I put this, some minor issues that I don't need to be addressed. Right now you can see the desktop because I'm using my Apple Mac. I don't use my Apple Mac in work usually, but I'm going to start using the Apple Mac. I've just sent a video to my messages, so I'm going to start using the Apple Mac for certain things, just minor projects, things we're going to put here and there. We're going to be setting cloud services. Anyway, that is not the purpose. In the office, as some of you know who work for me, we use Ubuntu, we use Zabbie Word. However, we're going to be using other things. We're going to be starting to save projects for PDFs. I'm going to show you what's in the projects. I'm going to show you what I think you should be using. But first, we're going to go to TextEdit. First of all, we're gonna address the elephant in the room, if you will. And that's the coders. Now, to be frankly honest, I am not one for doing any Sublime or any scripting, but at home, when you're not in the office with me or you're in the coffee shop, you should be doing a little bit of code. And what I want to do is make some form of read receipts for the projects. So, by the way, for some of you, you might want to skip this part of the video. We're jumping into this deep end at the start. I'm just going to sip some water because that's what I do here. So we're back into the nitty-gritty with this, and oh, hang on, sorry. So we've opened up a new document, and we're going to write some receipts for our, just let me put us in the full screen. Oh. What? Can I not type here? Hey? Okay. Yeah, stop moving the window. I didn't know I was doing that. There we go. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Right, okay. There we go. So basically, you're gonna, for programmers, we're gonna do, for these card receipts, which will be going to this website, and I'm gonna send you the text file. All you'll be doing is filling in the blanks. So you'll be doing here print print receipts. Now we're going to have input, input, and I'm going to put card number. Right, but this, can I just describe here, right? This does not mean that we, I mean, at some point we're going to go through this in depth, okay? We're going to go through everything in depth. This does not mean that you input the card number. This means that when, for example, when I do, how can I put this? When we do receipts, yeah, and we automatically send the customer a receipt in an email, they'll open up the receipt in a PDF form, and basically they can basically, this is the receipt thing, this is the receipt printer. For us, when we give our customers the receipt, they won't see the card number on it, they'll just see the card transaction. And the card, so basically it'll just say paid by card, blah blah blah, bank, whatever bank card it is. There'll be no card number on the receipt. There will just be the customer's email address, and whatever domain, whatever they're paying for, or whatever they've paid for, and how much they've paid. And just says that they, process with card. This does not mean, okay, because this is not what you want. But this is telling the this is telling the people. This is telling the this is basically saying to the customer what you've done with basically what you've inputted. It's telling the computer. It's basically when you type in on our website, when you type in print receipt, okay, when it basically when I do from the till here from our office, that's for another video. When I do from the till here, when I do the when I use the card machine from the till, from the actual till, when I'm using the laptop we've got in the office there, when I type in the email print receipt, it'll automatically send an attachment, right? Now, when I'm doing it from the other card machine, when I'm doing it from the pin pad, I can just hit the print receipt button and it will send blah blah. But if I'm on the website and I'm sending that thing, and if I just email, and if I just put a link in there with print receipt on, if I type print space receipt, it will give you an automatic receipt within instance, and it will give you what you've paid, blah blah blah. But yeah, so input, and I'm just going to put here. Hang on. Yeah. So I'm going to put here card. I'm going to put output now. We need to make sure that when we're doing the card, folks, that we basically yeah, when we do the transaction, that you have the transaction number first and the card number second. I know you'd probably think the card number comes first and the transaction comes second. That's how you would see it on whatever. But when you're putting it into a computer, it's the transaction thing first and the card number second, and that's how it reads it. Kaboom! Right, we're done with that. I'm going to close that out. Oh, hang on, no, there's a few things. Customer import. Terminal number. Basically, it's customer number. It'll just be like a reference thing, a little code that we'll probably figure out. I'll put card. No, I won't. I'll put sale. Oops. Input. Sale. Output. And then I will just put oops, project name. I'll save that. Template. .html. Right, it's going to get quite messy. I've not done the you know what, I've not done the thing. I asked that you use text editors for people doing code. I asked you for doing it for back end and front end. We, as MindMob, we as a company do both now. We just did front end development, but now we're getting more of a team. We're doing front and back end development. Now, what I do, as you'll see now, a lot of people are asking this. Some people who are working for us know this, but want to know this. And so, for the people watching this and have asked, right, what we do we still write project briefs? Yes. And for the people who's going to work for us, I'll show you how we write them. So, I'm going to load up a Pages document now. It would usually be, for people that work for us, we'd be usually using Abbey Word, but we're going to be using Pages because that's what we've got here on the Mac. And we're going to go for a new document. And we're just going to go right ahead in. We're going to jump into this document. And we're going to call it Project Brief. And in here we are going to write yeah, we're going to write things. We're going to write what the project's called. So we'll do bar website. That looks better. We'll do bar website. Now, the new way that we write the project briefs is very different now. We have a new way.